CCCA is a scarring alopecia, a scarring form of hair loss, and it stands for concentric centrifugal cicatricial alopecia. So concentric means it's in the center top of the head. Centrifugal means it spreads out equally on both sides onto the top of the head. Cicatricial means scar, and alopecia just means hair loss. So this is a form of scarring hair loss that is very particular to the African American female patient population. And what it is, or the cause, is there's a genetic component to it, and there's also a hairstyling component to it. So the hairstyling component to it you can control, the genetic part you can't. So the hairstyling component is caused by use of hot combs or really hot hairstyling tools that, when applied close to the scalp, that heat has a detrimental effect on the scalp of the skin, and that heat penetrates the skin and affects the hair follicle cells negatively, as well as chemical relaxers. The chemicals can be left on the scalp too long, or just the chronic use of chemical relaxers over time. That chemical being applied to the scalp diffuses into the skin and affects the hair follicle cells and potentially eventually kills them, and hair will no longer grow. The importance to early recognition of CCCA is that if you catch it early, you can prevent it from becoming worse and potentially even get your hair to regrow. So the symptoms of CCCA can be maybe just a little bit of an itch up there, or it can have a burning sensation or a tingling sensation, or your mom's walking past you one day and says, "Oh, it looks like you're getting a little thin up there on the top," or you're getting sunburns on the top of your head where you've never experienced a sunburn on the top of your head before. It's really important to reach out to your dermatologist at that point to see them so that it can be diagnosed, because it does require a biopsy for diagnosis. You can't just look at it. Now, there's a high degree of clinical suspicion for the condition when you're observing it, but it does need a biopsy for confirmation. And if it is CCCA, then you can undergo some topical and injectable treatment solutions that can potentially decrease that inflammatory process that's going on underneath the surface of the skin. And if there are surviving hair follicles left under there, you may get regrowth. So it's important to catch it early, because if you don't catch it early, it will continue to advance to where it gets to the point where you can see it very clearly, everyone else can see it very clearly, and you're past the point of being able to disguise it with the remaining hair that you have. If you're past the point because you've waited too long, it would be really good to give a call to Hair Club, because they have a lot of treatment solutions for your condition